The following contains noobish gameplay and opinions that may or may not be suitable for hardcore Melee fans. Viewer discretion is advised. And welcome back to Super Smash Bros. Melee. Alright, so in the last couple of parts, we tackled through the entirety of Super Smash Bros. Melee's newly introduced Adventure Mode, but now we're gonna dive into some familiar territory with Super Smash Bros. Melee's Classic Mode.
Oh god, PTSD, PTSD.
Wait, PTSD for what?
The stage.
Ice climbers.
This music was flames. No one can deny it. No one can deny that.
No, the ice climbers in general cause a lot of people PTSD.
Oh, the characters?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I would say just for me, it's the stage. I have not really been a huge fan of scrolling stages. There are some exceptions, but the ice climbers one was definitely not one of them.
The music was great.
Well, the reason why ice climbers caused a lot of players grief in Melee were for a couple of reasons. They had pretty good punishes they had pretty good punishing options in terms of like just a lot of their normal moves and even smash attacks. Their desync mechanic allowed them to get really interesting kill setups with depending on the positioning of like either Nana or Popo. And the most infamous thing that came with their character, everyone knows what I'm talking about, say it with me, wobbling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, hold up. Here we freaking go.
Oh, break
this
the
is
target.
Melee's Break the Targets.
The best Break the
Pikachu.
Target theme in Smash history.
I strongly agree. It's like there is a goddamn reason why I think like a month ago this Break the Targets theme or whatever, it became a freaking meme on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's just how fucking memorable it is compared to, I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, the theme for Break the Targets was classic, you know, in the N64 version, but this one stands out so much more.
But, for those of you who don't know, like, when I was mentioning wobbling, what exactly that is, supposedly the ice climbers had this thing where if they grabbed you and pummeled you in a specific way, you were basically caught in an infinite, in what was pretty much just a grab. They grab you, you couldn't break out of it, you couldn't wiggle your way out of it, you couldn't mash your way out of it, you were pretty much stuck in a grab until you were at a percent where the ice climbers just felt like, okay, you had enough, and they just kill you off the stage.
Okay, yeah. So we were thinking.
Oh,
we
yeah,
were thinking the same
moments like
thing.
that.
I was just gonna say chain grabbing, but people refer to it as wobbling. Okay.
Yeah, well, chain grabbing was in this game, but more specifically, what made the ice climbers more infamous was that theirs was infinite, and you couldn't even break out of it.
Yeah.
Get the
Also,
warp
okay,
star. And now it's
Wait, what?
That's like you had a Kirby warp star.
Clefairy blew
I
up.
did. You know what? I've been noticing a trend with this Super Smash Bros. Classic run, or just Melee in general. It's like for one thing, a lot of these bomb bombs or other explosive items have been doing a lot of the kills for me. Oh god, I even had a bomb bomb help me try to take on the giant Mario. And speaking of Mario, this is the third Mario I fought in a row.
Yeah, really.
Okay, can we actually talk about Ness, though? Because Ness actually had a rather interesting glitch in Melee.
Well, what happened?
But the bonus stage, though.
Okay, so Ness had something called the Yellow Jacket glitch, where depending on where it all involved his up smash, and depending on where his up smash would actually hit, there could sometimes be a lingering hitbox somewhere on the stage. That hitbox would actually stick there and would be an extension to Ness himself. So basically say that, okay, I hit you with like a certain hit of up smash at like the very edge of Final Destination. I'm gonna run to the very other side of it, PK Thunder myself, and without even hitting you, get you hit with a PK Thunder 2, which could potentially kill you.
God damn.
It is a stupid glitch, but it's funny as hell.
Only in Melee. Only in Melee.
Oh, speaking of Nest.
Well.
Now to kill a bunch of them.
God.
Boy, we're up against the entire Onet baseball team.
I can't believe an electric mouse is gonna take out a bunch of kids.
Come on, Ness. Everyone knows your great recovery.
gosh. Also, I should probably point this out in regards to classic mode. See, unlike in the classic mode in the Super Smash Bros. 1 on the N64, where it's like in the N64 version of classic mode, every fight is pretty much set. Like you know, for stage 1, you always fight Link, and you end up running into like the giant Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
In classic mode in Super Smash Bros. Melee, every fight is randomized.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it will change every time. So you won't always fight like the giant Mario that I ran into earlier during this run. You'll run into, like, say, I don't know, a giant Ganondorf or something.
Because the GameCube has a little something called technology.
Yes, technology has advanced. And for those who remember, like, the race to the finish that BJ was mentioning during our initial run-through of the N64 Super Smash Bros. Game, this is the race to the finish that he was referring to, where it's not so much a quote-unquote race to the finish, per se. It's more so it's just a test to see how far you can go, and see if you can try to get to the very end before time runs out.
Something about this race to the finish just struck something in me.
What do you mean?
How so?
Does this remind anybody of the race to the finish segments in Smash 3DS with Smash Run?
I can see it.
I can somewhat
that
see
was
it.
close.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, because there were like multiple segments like they had in this race to the finish in the Smash Run version, where like, oh, there was an area with lava, or there was an area with a bunch of spikes. There was an area where you could go like separate directions, like forks in the road, like they had in this one.
Right, yeah, it's like with the entire area that you go with, like through a Smash Run. It's like, no, I will agree. It is rather similar to like how a race to the finish is laid out in Melee here. It's just like, obviously, you know, with the area that you go through, you know, in a Smash Run, it's much bigger than the layout in race to the finish in this game.
Right. Like, I don't know. It's just it just clicked in my head as we were watching through it. It's like, huh? Is that where they got the idea from? Did they take that from Melee?
It is possible. I could see that. I mean, I mean, it's hard to say if that was the intention or not. But there's no. But no, I'm not gonna deny. No, I see where you're getting at, Brandon.
Man, Link just standing there taking these skull badges, like, come on, coach, I can take it.
Well, to be fair, this is
I made out of
Link
metal.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
And now
all right, Master Hand, are you ready for round 2?
Ah, this yellow rat again!
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I remember watching through the raw of this, and it occurred to me. It's like, okay, this initial run of both Adventure Mode and Classic Mode in Melee, it was recorded around the exact same time that I recorded Super Smash Bros. For the N64. When I fought Master Hand the first time, you know, in the first Smash Bros. Game, I took no hits or whatever. This time, however, oh, god damn it, the more predictable version of Master Hand, you know, the more scripted Master Hand, is doing damage to me.
it's or
dare I say, he's gonna take a life or two away from me.
It's the recording curse, Ryan.
The Let's Play curse?
Yep.
Probably. I mean, that or, yeah, it's either that or it could very well be because it's like, I think, what was it? I mentioned this during a part 1 when BJ was around. I did mention, like, I recorded a lot this game amongst other Nintendo GameCube games through my Wii because eventually I was gonna trade my Wii in towards a new Wii U thanks to this deal at GameStop, and I was rushing. What? Oh yes.
That's not fair. My doubles partner didn't show up.
Also, I would like to point out during Crazy Hand's introduction, as he made contact with Pikachu, you know, during mid animation, he still took damage during my down air.
Wow, Crazy Hand sucks.
Master Hand and Grabby Hands.
And Yowie Hands.
Get funky with your fingers. Get funky with your fingers.
Wait, what time is it? What time is it? This isn't SNG After Dark.
Wait, what?
Not yet, anyway.
Danny?
Diddle Kid. Diddle Kid is here! God damn it, Brandon.
He's like, that's not fair. My grab range isn't that good.
Oh my god. You know, it's so funny, really, because it's like, okay, pretty much just like how it was when I first discovered Giga Bowser. I didn't find out about Giga Bowser nor Crazy Hand, not from when you run into them, like when you're going through adventure mode or classic mode. I ran into both the Crazy Hand and Giga Bowser through their event matches. Yeah, it's like I would imagine most people found out about Crazy Hand or Giga Bowser, you know, during their initial runs of, you know, adventure mode and classic mode. But for me, it's like, no, I just played through all those event matches, and that's when I eventually found them. And I'm just like, what the hell is this shit?
And what makes this hand crazy?
It's like, since when did Bowser get Mewtwo and Ganondorf as bodyguards?
Behind the scenes of Super Mario Brothers.
Oh jeez, and there he goes.
Like, no, behind the scenes in Super Smash Brothers Melee, Jigglypuff was about to face off against the Giga Bowser, but Giga Bowser could not take Jigglypuff seriously, so he was laughing his ass off so much that while he was in the middle of laughing, Jigglypuff just went up to his head, like rested right up against his head, and sent him soaring off the stage.
And that's what happens when you sleep on Melee Jigglypuff. You get wrecked.
Yeah, no, and that's literally why Giga Bowser got Mewtwo and Ganondorf during that event match, so he wouldn't have to worry about encountering that again.
I will not be slept on again. Not this time.
I refuse to be disgraced again by a pink ball. No, not you.
No, not you, bottom tier bitch.
Bottom tier? Okay, hold on. That's the savior of the universe you're talking about. You show him some respect.
No, I'm talking Melee Kirby.
Oh.
Melee Kirby was bottom tier.
I mean, he's basically Melee Kirby again in Ultimate.
Well, oh no. He's a lot better than Melee Kirby.
I mean, he's got most of his old moves again, like his dash attack.
I mean, yeah, he's got his old moves again, but
his burning
thing about
dash
Kirby,
or whatever.
Well, the thing about Kirby and Melee is that, you know, it's not that his moves weren't bad. It's just that his frame data and his damage outputs were not that great. And on top of that, he also had a suicide throw that you could do, which your opponent could mash out of. And if your opponent knew to do that, and if you were to ever go for it, you end up killing yourself.
Yeah, it's like just like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, and on top of that, I also believe Kirby also wasn't exactly really fast, so that was also another issue that he had. He couldn't really keep up with a lot of the cast.
Yeah, Kirby got fixed a lot in Smash 4.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Or maybe not Smash 4, but maybe it started with Brawl.
Well, Smash 4, he did get fixed up a bit. Then Ultimate came about and said, you know what, hold my beer.
Yeah!
Right.
His fun fact, Kirby can now inhale projectiles.
I thought he could always do that.
Well, no. Okay, what I mean by that, I mean he could inhale Samus's charge shot.
Okay, so not item projectiles, but character projectiles now.
Yeah, he can do that.
Okay, then. I guess that makes more sense.
Yeah, and he can choose to either spit them back out as a star, or he can swallow it to heal himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Huh. So actually making Kirby, like, more true to his character.
Well, I mean, he's the savior of the universe. We kind of gotta make him good.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that'll pretty much do it for Classic Mode in Super Smash Bros. Melee. So join us next time as we take on the newly introduced mode. Aside from Adventure Mode, the second newly introduced mode that made its first appearance in this game, All-Star Mode. We will see you guys then.